If somebody told you you have to wait till a new year to have a fresh start, they lied to you. You can restart anytime you're ready, and I'm gonna tell you how with using the technique called the 12-week year. Hello, my love, it's Nicole Charnel here, welcome back to my channel. And I've used the 12-week year now for over a year's time. I have restarted, reset, and changed my life by using multiple 12-week years. Now, if you don't know what the 12-week year is, check out this video on my channel and it will explain to you the summary of the book, The 12-Week Year, and how you can apply it to your life to make great changes and for you to achieve your goals. So in this video, I'm more specifically going to give you the pep talk you need to go ahead and restart, reset, and refresh your life. The fresh start effect is taking the world by storm, allowing you to give yourself a fresh start. Hit that reset button and start over at any time of the year, not just when it's January 1st, not just when you're going into a new year, but at any point in your life. So the first thing I want to tell you is that it's never too late. Matter of fact, you can even think of it in the reverse and saying like tomorrow is not promised to you. So you want to go ahead and just restart right now. If you want your fresh start today, go ahead and just make the decision to restart today. Now I'm going to give you some tangible things that you can do to give yourself this fresh start. The first thing you're going to do is think about what the vision is for your life. You can make a vision board. You can just make a list, do like a brain dump, do a life map. Take the time to really think about what you want out of your life and how this fresh start is going to help you achieve your goals. It's going to help you get to the next step. Now, I also have a video on my channel talking about writing a new vision, setting up a vision board for your life, and making it last for you. Sometimes when we think of vision boards, we're just saying, okay, within the next 12 months, these are the things that I want to change, affect, do, and you want to think a little bit more broad. You want to ask yourself the hard questions. I also have a video talking about asking yourself the hard questions to create your vision. By doing this, you can really just dive deep into your thoughts of your life and you can really see what you think about yourself. You'll be able to see why you feel like it's hard for you to make a new, fresh start, but we're going to tackle that. We're going to do these tangible steps. We're going to create a 12-week year and we are going to achieve our goals. Now, when you're doing your vision, you also want to think about your why. Everything that you put in your vision, you have to ask yourself, why do I want that? If I want to buy a certain car in a certain number of years, why do I want that car? If I want to have a certain career level in a certain number of years, why do I want that career level? If I want to move to a certain place, why do I want that move? Asking yourself why allows you to really deep dive into your thoughts, your wants, and your desires, and to figure out where they're coming from. Is it because this is what your parent wanted for you? Or is this because you really want that? And then you can really break it down and you can prioritize your goals when you know your why. Because if your why is strong enough, it can push you to achieve those goals. Now, we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty. We're going to prioritize the vision. Now, the vision you may have created for your life could be your 5 to 10 year. It could be your 1 to 3 year, but you want to look at the things you put in your vision and prioritize the moves you want to make right now. We're talking about tangible moves, things that we can affect today. I can't really affect when I get my promotion in my career, but what I can do is work on my skills so then when it's time for the promotion to come, I will be ready. So what do you want to work on first? What are the goals or the things you want to do right now? Not in a month, not in a year, but today. The main thing that I love about the 12-week year is it really condenses your time and it makes reaching your goals and it gives reaching your goals a sense of urgency. And that's just not about rushing into the things that you want, but it's about making them a priority, making them in your face. This is what I need to do now today so I can achieve the goals. So it just takes your time and it gives it a little bit more tangibility. I don't know if that's a word, but we're going to go with it. Okay. It gives it more urgency, saying that you need to do something now today. I can't wait until next week to do what I need to do. I need to do it now so I can get closer to the goal because I only have 12 weeks to achieve the goal. So I have to be working on it actively, presently and in the moment. Now, also when you think about what you want first, think about what motivates you. I feel like in life, we have different things that motivate us at different times, not just at different times of the year, but also at different times in our lives. For example, as a woman, sometimes we may feel our internal clock ticking, meaning, okay, I need to get a husband, I need to have kids right now because my body is ready. So in that, what's motivating me is my age. My body is going to continue to age, and I want to be able to have children in a reasonable time, so I'm not super old or older when my kids are growing up. So in that moment, that's what's motivating you. So you need to think about the things that are motivating you now to reach the goal. Something that's currently motivating me is getting out of someone else's space and moving into my own. So because of that, getting to the next step into my career is a priority for me, because as I get there, I'll be able to make more money, and then I'll be able to save more money. Then I'll be able to move out on my own, have my own space, have my own place. And that is what motivates me on making my goals. That is what's going to motivate you for picking your 3 goals that you want for your 12-week year. Remember, you only have 12 weeks to achieve this goal. So you need to really break down the goals that you want. Like I said, focus on them, choose which one's a priority, and then make sure you choose a motivation that's happening for you right now. So that way you don't have to search for the motivation. You don't have to say, oh, I don't feel like doing it today, because you have a constant motivation for you in the moment. That's another great thing about the 12-week year, is that it's relatable. You can choose what goals are relatable to you right now that you want to work forward to and achieve. And then in the next 12 weeks, you can choose something else that may be motivating you at the time, but it's super relatable and you can be flexible with it. Now it's time to create your 12-week year. I actually have a video breaking down how I created my 12-week year, as well as a template that you can download, follow, and use within Notion to then create your 12-week year. So this is all about creating a system to keep you on track. Within the 12-week year, you take your goals and you break them down into strategies. These strategies is what you're going to use to achieve your goals. And now, thinking about the strategies, you're going to have weekly tasks. Every week, you have a task list that you need to complete. And then that way, you know you're working towards your goals every single day, every single week, and on to all 12 weeks of the 12-week year. Now, also within your system, you need to know how you're going to stay accountable. First, you have to stay accountable to yourself. What are you going to do for your own checks and balances? Something that I like to do is having a checklist. At the beginning of the week, I write down the things that I want to accomplish. These are my weekly tasks. I write them out. They're out there in my face. I see them. I know that if I go to change this weekly task in the middle of the week, it's because I'm not being accountable to myself. I'm not holding up my end of the bargain. So I don't do that, and I just don't check the box if I don't complete the task. This also keeps me on track, holding myself accountable. You also want to have someone else to hold you accountable as well. Pick somebody who you can talk to about your goals and the things you want to achieve every single week. God has blessed me with so many girlfriends and friends that are not only invested in what they're doing in their lives, but invested in me as a friend. They constantly check up on me. We talk about our goals and the things that we want to achieve. And then they tell me that if I'm not working too hard, they let me know. I love that for me, and I hope you have someone in your life like that as well. If you don't, listen, I'm available. I am all about making goals and achieving them. If you need a good accountability partner, send me an email. My email is linked in the description box all the time. So you can send me an email and we can connect, and I can help be that accountability partner for you. Now, this person doesn't have to have a deep dive into the goals that you have in your life. They don't have to be personally connected to them. You just want to be able to tell them what the goals are and then what you did for the week to move toward achieving those goals. And then when the next week comes, the same thing. And then they can tell you, or they can see based off of what you tell them, if you worked on those goals, if you've done anything towards them. And then vice versa. This system works on both ends. Within the 12-week year, this is called a WAM meeting, weekly accountability meeting. And it doesn't have to be long, 10 to 20 minutes talking about your goals and then the things that you've done within the week to then achieve your 12-week goal. This is how you stay accountable. These are the checks and balances and the system used to achieve your goal. Like I said, a fresh start can happen any time. Me personally, I just reset my 12-week year at the beginning of July. I am a couple weeks in and I feel so much more motivated after I revamped my goals, set my priorities for my goals, and am focusing on what is important and motivating to me right now. So within that, make sure you set a date. When you decide to start your 12-week year, pick a day, count 12 weeks from that day, and that is when you're going to see if you achieved your 3 goals within your 12-week year. Now, within those 12 weeks, you also want to have some check-ins. The way I like to check in is I do a monthly reset every single month. Now, you don't have to do your monthly reset right at the end of the month or right at the beginning of the month. You can do this at any time. You don't even have to call it a monthly reset. You can just call it a 4-week check-in for your 12-week year. You can call it anything you like, but you want to make sure you're checking in on yourself throughout your 12-week year. So not just beginning and the end, but also a couple times in the middle. Within a 12-week year, you're going to have 3 sets of 4 weeks. So within that 12-week year, you can check on yourself twice. The first 4 weeks, check on yourself at the end of those 4 weeks. And then from week 5 to week 8, check on yourself again. And then from week 9 to week 12, you check on yourself for the last time. Have some checks and balances and know what you want to look for throughout your 12-week year. When I'm going through if I've achieved or not achieved my goals, I'm looking for specific changes, not just in what I'm doing, but also in the results. If I'm saying I want to make sure I save a certain amount of money, I'm checking my bank account. I'm checking my savings account. I need to see that money tangibly so I know that I'm achieving that goal. So now you've made a vision. You've asked yourself why these are your goals. You've prioritized the goals and your vision. You've also chose something that motivates you in the moment. And then you made a plan. You set up your 12-week year so you can achieve these goals. Lastly, you have a system to stay accountable, not just to the people in your life, but to yourself. This is how you achieve a fresh start at any time. And like I said in the beginning, it is never too late. You can decide to do this today and start tomorrow. That is literally my favorite thing about the 12-week year. I don't have to wait till January to restart. I don't even have to wait till June, mid-year reset. I don't have to do that. I can restart and have a fresh start anytime I want. Using the 12-week year system, you can make goals and actually achieve them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want more information on the 12-week year, make sure you check out my playlist link down below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? I do videos on healthy, intentional living, productivity, talking about changing your life, talking about making changes towards a better you. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so by hitting my face down below. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.